from Los Angeles. This is Montserrat Radio. You're listening to Montserrat Radio.
In the spirit of the war against fake news, Montserrat Radio presents The Fake News Show, conspiracy news and a different point of view of current events. And now your host, Benny Wilson.
Good evening. Thank you once again in this special show I'm making about this topic. And there's a reason why I broadcasting at 8:07 p.m. Pacific time. Good evening to everybody in the West Coast, and for those in Australia, good morning. And for those in other places, I think it's even late the day in the afternoon. So since I have a lot of people already following me in this show, there's a reason, like I said before, why I'm doing this show. And the reason is simple. I have confirmed information that things will change so fast that those who are in the game will take a lot of profit into the biggest changes, one of the biggest change that humanity will face. And that is when paper money becomes obsolete. Now let me just clarify something. one of the things that we know for certain that will happen after the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar and after the revaluation of other countries that will raise their value according to the real value. And I talk about real value in my last show about 2 hours ago. That I'm confirming that the RB is basically about the real value of currencies. And a real value will have to be determined according to the goal that you have. The goal that countries will hold in their reserves. The topic of this show is the end of money as we know it. And since I'm not stealing anybody's credit for it, I'm going to tell you why this show is about. This show is about a film that actually came out last year. And it has the same topics. It was filmed by people who knows what they're talking about, by experts in the banking industry and stock markets, and the tremendous impact that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies will have an effect in our economy and our money. The way we spend money, the way we see money, it will change everything, the whole game. And I will post the video from YouTube on my Facebook page. For those who are not in my Facebook page, please write me to BennyIntelRB@gmail.com. That is Benny, B-N-Y, one N, okay? Intel RB as a Romeo Victor @gmail.com, and ask for the video. I will send it to you. I need you to pay attention to that video. It will be better for you to actually listen from the very experts. And why is it that I continuously telling everybody, get on Bitcoin, get on cryptocurrencies? There's a reason why. Because gold will go sky high, and once cryptocurrencies, and I'm talking about the big majority of cryptocurrencies that will sky high, will implement gold-backed standards. Okay? I talk about a 1 gram. The 1 gram is basically a cryptocurrency backed by gold. I also have another website, which name I don't remember what the name of it. It's another cryptocurrency backed by gold. And in that video, it tells you how we actually started interchanging coins. And I'm talking about coins. Solid, metal, silver, and even gold coins were the last resource of economies that no longer were around. That even if somebody find those physical gold coins, can worth millions of dollars. Now, Bitcoin came out following the same pattern of mindset, that if they can create a currency that is not governed by not dominated by any government or any bank, can efficiently be handled by people and have the people determine the value of the currency that they want to put their money on. That's exactly what Bitcoin is about. Bitcoin is the most expensive currency in the world. The most expensive currency. And that will collapse every single corrupted government and corrupted bank around. The changes that will bring Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies will determine about the new life and the new world ahead of us. There is a reason why I keep telling everybody, get involved with Bitcoin. And the reason is because they're confirming to me that very soon, very, very soon, the United States will be another country accepting Bitcoin as a legal tender currency. When they do, don't even doubt about it. They will change laws. Don't even doubt about it. They will try to govern and domain either the taxes you're paying or one way or another. They will find stupid excuses for you to pay a tax just by holding Bitcoin. Will they succeed? Legally? No, they won't. This will bring a lot of issues. This will bring a lot of concerns. But because it is going so fast, it's so deep, it will change the world forever. We depend on computers already, about 80 to 90%. And many of the experts are saying if we depend so much on digit currencies, we can lose all in one shock. And the reason is because, as we know, we are waiting for another event that I didn't want to mention, but I will mention it right now because that's the reason why I made my special show, just to let you know what's coming ahead of us. We have already, for those who don't know exactly what I'm talking about, we have already indications in our past administration, especially the Obama administration, who made a special executive order to protect the United States in case of a solar blaze, a solar storm that will probably shut down the whole planet. Some even say that probably will last up to 10 years. Some even say probably will last for about 6 years. We're talking about a solar storm that will kill and shut down the whole electrical, computer, everything that has any electricity. It will burn it out. When's that event will happen? We have information that this event will happen in the next 2 years. So how governments around the world will delegate business when everything's been shut down? Simple. By converting digital into solid currency. That is coming. And it will not be domained by governments or banks. That will happen. In the next year will happen. So life will continue. How long would it take after we have the storm? After the big shock? They call it, I believe they call it shockdown. There's even a book about it. I will look for it and I'll probably post it on Facebook. I talked to that same guy who actually talked about this book. And he's also a CIA, an agent, an ex-CIA agent. And he talked about this. He talked about the change of the economy. He even talked about the Bitcoin about 10 years ago. He talked about it. So why Benny is talking about up to this day? Because we're running out of time. And I've been confirmed that I can talk about this topic now. This is not a show to make you feel fear for what is coming, but probably it's a show that make you understand the chances and the urgency that you need to take care of yourself. And how you going to take care of yourself? By investing in cryptocurrencies. Because just imagine that you find a country just like Zimbabwe. We all talk about the same, and we talk about the country of Zimbabwe. And why is that I just can't understand why people, once a miracle happened on a worthless piece of paper that has not even been backed by gold. I had people tell me that it is a bond, and they have no idea what is a bond is. They say I even found news about Zimbabwe bonds being sold out. None. That's 100% not true. In order for a bond to have any value, it needs to be tradable. How can that Zimbabwe bond can be tradable where it's not even being backed by gold? There is none. That is why the Zimbabwe will not revalue. End of story. So just try to put yourself in that situation, living in Zimbabwe, and all of a sudden you have in your hands hundreds of thousands of a devalued paper dollar that you cannot even exchange it, or you cannot even spend it because it lost the value it had overnight. Can that be possible? Anything is possible. Do I believe it will happen? No. But I'm not going to be sitting here not doing anything and not investing in something. I don't care how risky it can be. And this is me, okay? This is just me. I know the risk that we are taking just by earning Bitcoins. I know that. I'm conscious about that. But are you conscious to know that your dollar is about to devalue? Are you conscious enough to know that the Bitcoin that you hold right now has the potential to value $1 million in the next 3 years? Are you conscious about that? Do you know the possibilities that this may happen? I can tell you right now, it will happen in less than 3 years. And whoever been involved without being scared about losing the money, for those who took the chance and the risk to earn Bitcoins out of your dollar, they will benefit yourself. There will be benefits. There will be recipients of future multi-millionaires. And that will happen because the cabal, the mafia bankers are about to end. You will see laws around the United States, locally or even on the federal level. You will see corrupted politicians trying to stop the inevitable. They will try to stop the Bitcoin. They will try to stop the cryptocurrencies. Just like you're listening to me, you will see that very soon. It's coming. And that is one of the reasons why I'm broadcasting. Because I want you to understand how fast things will go. Things will develop. This is how fast will develop. When we exchange our dinars and our dongs, we hope to see that Donald Trump will release all the gold that we have in our reserves and officially announce that our dollar is being gold back. If it doesn't announce that our dollar is gold back, the way we been doing business all around the globe, but just following trust, just like the video is talking about, it will backfire us. It will kill our economy and our dollar. Again, I'm talking about the video of the end of money as we know it. I will post the video. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, you can just Google it or you can Google it or go to YouTube and just put Bitcoin, the end of money as we know it. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, this video came out last year, and it was actually uploaded back in January 2017 of this year. And I've been given the okay to talk about this issue because things are going very fast. We are going to be changing the way we spend money. We are going to be changing the way we do business. Everything. Do you know that are around 98 million of people? I think it's about 3.5 billion of people, if I'm not mistaken, that don't have any bank account. And now they will have it as long as they have any type of internet in their cell phones. Do you see the potential why our Bitcoin will value 1 million even more? Because billions of people have not yet been introduced to Bitcoin. India just recently accepted Bitcoin as a legal tender. And it just basically done it last month. We just waiting for the big impact about to happen. And then you don't have to wait that much. You have seen it right now. Bitcoin went up to 2,800. And trust me, by the end of 2017, Bitcoin will cost, with value, $3,000 or more. And by the beginning of 2018, in the middle of 2018, do not be surprised if one Bitcoin costs $20,000. I'm not making this up. I'm just telling you what is coming. If you are not telling you to invest in Bitcoin and basically invest all your paycheck, no, I'm not telling you that. I'm just telling you get involved. Get involved with Bitcoin by earning. Get involved with cryptocurrencies because they're there. Some even said that it was actually invented and created by inspiration of God himself. I believe it. Because only God will actually try to free us from these criminals. From the criminals of the Fed and the bank industry. I have said it many, many times, and that is the reason why they don't like me. Today is a special day and a special program because what you are about to see in the next weeks is about the real value of currencies. Today we have our president making multi-billion-dollar deals with Iraq and Vietnam and what they call it the most unusual deals ever made. Why they call it like that? Because their currency right now, it is worthless. So if Donald Trump signed an executive order to make United States dealing only with people or only with countries that reflect the real value of their own currencies, why did he sign it out with two of them, with Iraq and Vietnam? Because he already knows what it's going to cost. Now watch as Indonesia comes in that same scenario. Watch as other Asian countries will come and talk to Donald Trump. Because there's one thing you cannot change. You cannot change the fact that the United States economy is still the number one economy in the world. So they need to come over and make deals with us. So we are waiting for a big turmoil in the month of June. It's gonna change the hell of everything. It's gonna be so fast and so huge. Just like Donald Trump said. You'll see what everything I'll tell you so. And I'll come back after a month, after June, and I'm gonna let you know, was I right or was I wrong? I will be the very first one to tell you I was wrong. But what about if I was right? What are you gonna do about it? You're gonna wait until I find out that I was right or wrong? Or you're gonna take your chances and invest in Bitcoin? I have said it for many times, and I receive a lot of emails every day. People asking me, how do you get involved with Bitcoin? I take my time and I explain it to them, because it's gonna be chaotic if you don't. It's got chances, and good opportunities only comes once. And sometimes they even knock your door many times. You need to pay attention to your door. Open the door when every single time you hear the knock. Don't just let it close, and just because you assume that the person on the other side is the same guy that is selling you stuff that you don't like. Open the door and just listen. Listen. Open your expectancies. What can you do? How can you change your life with Bitcoin? This is my message to you. I'm going to place the video, and I need you to pay attention to that video, because that's all the information I can give you right now. I cannot give you the rest of the information because I've been prohibited. Because only the few that are being called will take advantage of this. Only the few that were smart enough to listen will take advantage of this. Today has been a special show. It will not last too long because there's some limited information I can give you. But what I can tell you right now is that things are going so fast behind the curtains. It is just unbelievable. It's ridiculous. I just got a call today, and the information they provide me was shock. I can't even mention it because they just say, I don't want you to talk about this, but this is what's going to happen. I was floored. I was like, my God, how can these people actually will do this? And it's going to happen this month. You need to be prepared, because right now we're going through the biggest turbulence. And I'm telling you, tomorrow is the first day of June. You will see it. This month is going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. Be ready. That's all I need you to know. Share this video, share this broadcast if you want to.
Thank you for listening to the Fake News Show with Benny. See you next time for more conspiracy news, current events, and intel from the most controversial show from Montserrat Radio.